Okay, now we're going to add the content. So just make sure you have enough accounts here to cover the amount of keywords that you got within your long tail alpha project if you're using this for the purpose of titles. Okay, so you can see here I've got 22 keyword phrases. Okay, that would be 22 posts. These will be the titles. So within the Google Sites post, if I go into the accounts, I need to have at least 22 here. Even if it's the same Google account, if I only have one here, it's only going to make one post. Okay, all you have to do is checkbox all, click on clone, and that will double the size. So you might have to do that a few times to reach your target amount. But you can see once you start getting into the hundreds, it kind of increases very, very quickly. If I just click that again, it's going to go from 1,000 to 2,000, for example. Okay, you can see how that works. So it will only do as many posts as what you have within your long tail alpha campaign. It cannot do any more than that. Okay, that's where it would stop at 22. Right, now next, into the posts tab. This is where we add the content, and we've got a couple of options here. I'll click on add, and you can see here, first of all, we have search content. Here we have got article builder and big content search if you've got integration. If you've got an account with either of these, you can put in your username and passwords, etc. That will pull in some content. It will scrape the content from there and give you content to put in. I don't use that personally. We might try to add some artificial intelligence article builder in there at some point, but for now I don't think it's needed. Okay. And the second way is to make some unique content with multimedia. Okay, multimedia with the way we're doing it here. If I just open this, you can see I've got images button, I've got videos button, I've got YouTube playlist button. Here we can add some call to action buttons with links. Okay, here we got maps, and the settings in here we've already pre-filled for you a couple of API keys. If this stops working, you need to go and create your own API key. We've just sort of pre-filled these for you to give you a start. But if it's not working, change the API key. Before we go further, okay, let's talk about this area here. This is the sort of editing area. Okay, you can put in anything in here as far as text is concerned. I can put in here a shortcode as well. Now I'm only using that middle column in the long tail alpha here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in title, and it means whatever the title, whatever the long tail alpha title has been used for each post, that's what's going to show here. Okay, and that gives us a little bit of uniqueness in every single post. Secondly, if you want to add anything like videos, etc., it has to come from here. Okay, let me show you how this works. It's not hard, but there's no buttons to press once you select. Once you select, it will automatically be added, and it's going to rotate to give different content on every single post. Okay, so for example, images, if I type in here crypto, okay, I'm typing very slowly because I'm on a video. Okay, you can see I've got all these different images pop up. So if I click on select all, you can see I've got 20 images. Now we know that we've got 22 posts. Okay, so I need a couple more images. All I need to do is click on this load more button here, and that gives me 40 images. So if I uncheck then check, then I have more than enough images so that I've got one unique image for every single post that I do. Okay, if you want to take some out, you can take some out. Okay, it's entirely up to you. I don't like this one, it's ugly. Let's see what else. I don't like this one. You can just take out some that you don't want. Okay, up to you. Anyway, let's move on. Come over to the videos. Now you can see we've got three options here: search by keyword, browse by channel, or add a URL. Okay, so I'll put in here again crypto. Let's put in arbitrage and see what happens. Crypto arbitrage. Let's click on that. And you can see this is about some currency exchange software, I believe. Okay, and you can choose this if you want. Okay, I'm not going to choose this because I want to promote a different video. Okay, you would do the same thing here. You can just do that with crypto and take away You can just go sort of broad. I mean, so if I go broad here and just put in crypto, I'm going to get different results. There we go. If you get that pop-up saying nothing found, click it again. Sometimes it's the API. I've got multiple APIs in here. So you can see there's a lot more content here. Now if I check all of these, you can see I've got 50. That would give me a different video for every piece of content. That's one way to do it. So I would have a unique image and a unique video for every piece of content, plus whatever I put in text box in that sort of editor area. I can put anything in there. What I want to do is show you a different way that we can do this. Okay, so you can actually just take a video. If I clear this and put the URL for a video, for a single video in here, click on add, and you can see this video is the video that I've got on my channel. Okay, that means I can make this video, which is for Crypto Suite, which I'm offering via a button to go and take a trial. It's $1 trial. So I want to put this video in here rather than the crypto arbitrage, so that people, when they land on this page, they can see a different offer. It's only $1 to try. Hopefully that will make some sales. So that's what I want to do with this. Now you can as well add in some playlists if you want. Okay, so we can put in here crypto. Again, type in the search. Again, if that happens, click it again. And here you can see just a list of playlists that have got crypto in them. Now I've got no other content here, no other context here. I can ask to get this updated so it's got a little bit more content and a little bit more context so that we can see. But if you want to, maybe we can do it slightly different. Let me try something else. Let's try how to get started with crypto. Maybe we'll get something better. Yeah, more specific you are, the better. It looks like we can stick a playlist in each. Okay, that will rotate between these 6 that I've chosen. Now buttons, this is kind of important. Okay, this is where we're going to add our call to actions. So I'm going to put this link in here, and I'm going to put some text in the top up here. This is the button text. Crypto Suite. Try. And try Crypto Suite for just $1, something like that. Okay, can add that button. Now I can add as many buttons as I want here. Okay, so next one, I'll put the link in here, and this one is for Paxful. Check out Paxful to earn with crypto. This is an affiliate link. So what we want to do is we want to checkbox these, and it will post both of these. Don't forget we got that bar at the top, that smart bar, hello bar kind of thing. The banner at the top, the red one with the black writing. We got that there as well. So that means that every single page we're going to have 3 calls to action. Okay. Now maps. I don't do local stuff. I think that you need to add in here. I need to check it, but I'm pretty sure, let me just see if it works or not. I'm pretty sure you need to add an API key, and it's a paid API key. That should pre-populate, and it's not. So I think this either needs to be removed or it needs to be fixed. I will find out today. If it can be fixed, we will fix it, but you need to put in an API, which means you're going to pay for any posting that's done from here, okay? Which again is okay if you're doing keyword poking, just to find the keywords that you can rank for that's got traffic. Now there's nothing to click like start or anything like that here. All we have to do now is close that. Now when we close that, you will see that we've chosen 40 images, 1 video and 50 playlists. If that's what you've chosen, then you can see that's populated properly. You don't need to do anything else here. The title up here, well, that depends. If you're doing one post, you would just put in the title in here. If you're using the long tail alpha, you don't need to put anything here because it will just use the long tail alpha instead. Okay. And here we've got our content. So I'm just going to click on add this for now. Okay. It doesn't let me go further unless I add at least one. I'll put in here how to get started with crypto. I'll put the word arbitrage in here as well. Click on that. We will come back to this in a second. I want to come over to the options here. You can see we've got options to ping the URLs, to index the URL. So if you've got a third-party indexer within the settings over here, then you can do that. I've got one indexer, new one to add in here, and it was recommended to us, and one of those is not working that's in here, so we'll get that fixed as well. Here to make a link wheel, that will put a link to the last post that was made. This won't work on this particular tool because when you put a naked link in there, it's not going to be clickable. Okay, it will just put in like text. So I don't suggest that's a good option for this particular tool. These tools are built on a framework. For example, every single tool has got these elements here, like the proxies, the download, home button, and it always has a framework where we add these tools on the left side. These are like plugins. That's why you will see things like this in specific tools that might not be needed for that specific tool, but it's because we've built the framework so that we can build future tools from it, and that's basically what we've done here. Okay, but for this, I don't suggest you do that because it won't be clickable. We have the buttons for clickable links. Okay, and you can add a delay in between. This goes up to about 10 minutes maximum. Okay, you can see here we can do a delay of 0 to 10 minutes if you want. That's entirely up to you. I don't use that personally, but up to you. You can choose the number of threads, 2, 5, 10, whatever, for posting. That's again up to you. Long tail sync keywords. If you uncheck that, it's going to look like this. When you check it, you can see here the first option you got is to override video titles. So that title I put in there, it will get overwritten possibly. I wrote it in case it doesn't. And here, crypto arbitrage, I've got the campaign. Okay, so you can see all the campaigns you got there. Make sure you choose the right campaign and you click on verify and save it. Okay, now let's come back over to the poster here, and if you double click it will open again, and this lets you put in more content here. So what we can do is we can go and take content from anywhere just to fill some space here if that's what we want to do. Okay, now if I'm going to be promoting this crypto suite, it would make sense I go and find his email swipes or something like that. So what we can do then is we can just go over to his JV page and get some content from the JV page and put in here, so that we got something that is relevant to this particular offer that we're doing, this offer that we're promoting. Don't forget, this is an affiliate marketing offer that we're doing here. Okay, all we're doing is just prodding and poking to find where we can get some kind of success. Okay, so I'll just open that JV page. Okay, so here's the JV page. Now, here's what I find interesting about JV pages. Okay, if you want to bypass all the hyperbole on the sales pages, come to the JV page, because they talk to people, they talk to JVs, they talk to affiliates like the normal people. That's the way I prefer to talk to people. I don't like the hyperbole, personally, even with the email stuff. And what you can see here is it always gives you a basic description. Crypto Suite is the world's first and only cryptocurrency software that automates all the manual processes and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so this is good content. I can copy that, and we can put that into here. Okay, now I'm guessing that this is going to format itself. We will see once it's done. You can always click on the preview button here as well. I need to get this updated, this editor. It feels cheap, I don't like it. It needs to be fixed. Yeah, you can see what it's doing here. Okay, so you can click on the preview and see it anytime, but I want to get this updated. Doesn't feel good to work with. We'll do that over the next few days. Let's come back into the Crypto Suite page here, and here what we can do. So what are some things that Crypto Suite can do? You can see all that kind of stuff. Now usually what you will find is find the swipes. Where's the email swipes? So the JV tools, as they sometimes call them. Sometimes the links are at the top. I can't find them. It's unusual, very unusual. I'll just do like this, copy. Now all of this stuff that we're going to copy, it's only going to take the text. We'll put it into a TXT file first. We'll do like this. Okay, we'll click on the preview again. You can see this is, yeah, this is a problem. I need to fix this somehow. I'll post it for now just so you can see what happens. But I need to take a lot of this stuff off, because if it's not going to do the spacing, etc., then it's going to be a problem. We need the formatting here. It's really crucially important that we have decent looking content. Otherwise, people are going to bounce off and you lose your rankings. We can't have that. Okay, I'll just click on it one more time, but yeah, that's a problem. Alright, so I will get this updated, but for now I'm going to post it, and I will go in, because I've only got 22 posts, so what I will do is I will delete those posts and I will redo them again later, but for the purpose of demonstration I'm going to click on save the changes. Okay, and that's everything is ready, as long as we've got our options and stuff. Now if you want to schedule, it's very easy. Okay, you come over here, you click on enable scheduler, and you click on add new runtime, and say for example you want to post this over 5 days, just highlight CTR and click on as many days as you want, or as many dates as you want. That would split 22 posts over 5 days. Okay, so one day is going to have 7 posts, probably the first day, then after that 5 for the other ones, okay, or 4 for the other ones, or something like that. So that would just divide equally. I don't use that, I don't need to use that for this amount anyway, for 22 posts. And we can click on start posting. Now this is going to open up a window, and you can see I've got 5 threads, so it's going to open up 5 windows. Just give it a few seconds to kick into gear, and you can see the progress bar down here as well. And you can see this has now popped up, and I actually had to restart this. I got rid of some of those accounts that I had there. There was too many. It was probably trying to process all of those in the background before it starts to open the window, so I closed a lot of those, and now I restarted the software and it started to open the windows up. So I need to pause because I've got 5 threads happening here at one time. It might take a while for this to load up. It could take up to 60 seconds, but my computer is using a lot of resources with Camtasia and another software working in the background, so I will pause for now. You can see now it's logged into Google, and it's going to basically pick the correct Google site. You can see it's popping up here, and it's going to start to do the posts. Okay, so we'll do one post at a time for each window that's open. So this will happen another 4 times plus 2. Okay, so because we got 22 posts, you can see it's just pre-populating page name, taking from the long tail alpha. Now there's no way that we can hide this browser. We cannot do like we did with VidAttack Alpha, because here what we're doing is actually at this point we're doing copy and paste. Okay, so you need the windows open. So I suggest you do this when you don't need the computer. Maybe do it overnight or something like that. or just, you know, go and have a coffee and sit and watch it. It's kind of interesting to watch. And these will get published, adding the buttons, adding the videos, etc. If you've chosen multiple videos here, you will see it just takes a random video to take for different posts, a different video for every single post. This rev card thing, that's one of those playlists that we added. Remember, we added the playlists, so it's randomly adding one of those. I put them in just for a little bit of diversity, just a bit more relevance. Buttons getting added. It's kind of interesting to watch, but I don't want to sit here for a whole video do this, so I'm going to pause the video and we will come back once it's made some posts. So just 1 second, it's going to publish now. The site was published. We don't need to touch anything, just let the software do its work. Don't touch the computer screen at all. There we go. We got our first 5. Let's click on what it is. So this call to action is on every page. We've got our video. So we got our image. Oh, the content did format. Look, it did format. Interesting. And here's a playlist and here's a video. And we've got a call to action here. Now, okay, so we need to make sure that this will expand this call to action. And we needed to put 2 calls to action. Okay, so we got a couple of little things I need to improve on. And you can see the navigation here. So you can jump between these posts. Alright, so it's working, everything's working well. I just need to get some tweaks, small tweaks we can fix. The formatting was a big one and that's already happening, so that's good. But I still want to update that. So for now, that's the first look at the new version of the Google Sites poster. Okay. Yeah, okay. We will fix those small things. It's not a big deal. We can actually do that just in, you know, one day we can get all those little bits fixed. But yeah, it's working good. It's working well. Now what we need to do is look at strategy. Okay. Once we get all these little bits fixed, we can look at strategy. I will get these hidden as well, so that we can hide these and don't put them in the navigation. That can be done as it's posting. We can automate that as well. Okay, thanks for watching.